Picture this. It's a Tuesday in early spring. Your phone buzzes and a deposit just cleared. $3,571. For about 10 glorious seconds, it feels exactly like winning a small lottery. This deposit is a receipt, proof of the hundreds of dollars you quietly lost every month for an entire year. To put it plainly, this is your own paycheck, finally handed back to you after a year of work. When you get paid, your employer doesn't hand you the whole amount. Thanks to a W-4 form you probably filled out on your first day and forgot about, they withhold a chunk of your wages to be sent directly to the IRS on your behalf. You earned those wages in March, in June, and in October, but instead of sitting in your pocket, they sat in the government's hands for up to 12 months, only to be returned the following spring with zero interest attached. This creates a strange financial reality. A refund is essentially a massive, interest-free loan to the government. Yet over 56 million taxpayers happily choose to overpay all year. We celebrate because the system hides the math. Ultimately, a large refund measures exactly how much control over your own income you willingly surrendered. Our brains gravitate towards this system because over-withholding acts as a form of forced savings. It clears every hurdle of human willpower and temptation, because there is no monthly transfer to cancel and no active discipline required. The money vanishes off the top of your paycheck automatically. Because you never see those dollars hit your checking account, you avoid the friction of losing them. A study from the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston found that for low-income parents, this annual lump sum return felt better than Christmas. After a year of stretching every dollar, the deposit feels like a hard-earned reward. When that check finally lands, your brain categorizes it as a windfall, sound money, separate from the wages you earned all year. This perception prompts many people to use the sum to pay off debts accrued throughout the previous months. These savings are an illusion. The refund system merely delayed access to your wages, dressed them up as a gift, and forced you to pay the hidden costs of borrowing in the meantime. Let's look at the price of that delay. Take a 31-year-old nurse in Ohio named Maria. Every February, Maria gets a refund of about $3,500, and she relies on it to knock out unexpected balances. In August, her car needs work, so she puts $400 on a credit card, charging 22% interest. At that exact moment, $3,000 of her own money sits frozen in a zero-growth account at the IRS. She is paying 22% to borrow money in the fall because she lent her own money out for free in the spring. In this chart, we can see the alternative. Instead of sending $300 a month to the IRS, Maria redirects her overpayment into a compounding investment account, generating a steady upward growth trend. Project this out for 30 years, assuming a 7% return, and that monthly contribution grows into a curve worth nearly $340,000. The earnings earn, and those earnings earn. This massive gap between what you have and what you could have had is called opportunity cost. It is the financial value of the growth you sacrifice when you let your money sit idle instead of putting it to work. This is the real price of a lifelong refund habit. Decades of compounding wealth that never got the chance to begin. Reclaiming that wealth requires a shift in how we view success at tax time by aiming for exactly zero. The perfect refund is $0. A $0 refund signifies that you paid exactly what you owed, and you kept and used every dollar of your paycheck right when you earned it. Adjusting your withholding is a 20-minute fix. You plug your income and job details into the free online IRS Tax Withholding Estimator, and it will calculate the precise numbers needed to land close to even. Take those numbers, fill out a fresh W-4, and hand it to your employer. Starting with your very next paycheck, the monthly leak to the IRS stops. There is a behavioral catch to this transition. Because the refund worked by making money invisible, an extra $300 in your checking account can easily evaporate into daily spending. You must rebuild the forced savings magic yourself. Set up an automatic transfer for the same day your paycheck hits, sweeping those recovered funds into a high-yield savings account or an investment fund. Ending these interest-free loans to the government allows you to automate your own discipline. By paying yourself first, you turn next year's boring $0 return into your ultimate financial victory.